Hello, thank you for joining me for this relaxation. We're going to work through a very beautiful, gentle relaxation called the Waves of Peace relaxation. It's one of the techniques used in Dru Yoga, and it can be very powerful because sometimes lying down and relaxing can be very difficult. You know, your mind can be all over the place, your body can feel very fidgety. So you might like to do a few movements first, like the warming up video that's on this channel, or some of your favorite yoga stretches perhaps. And then when you feel ready to settle, when you feel ready to relax, just coming into a comfortable position for you. So you might like to lie on your back and hug the knees in towards the chest, and maybe pop the feet down onto the floor. And if it feels comfortable for you, straightening the legs out, letting there be a short distance between the feet, maybe hip width or so. If you prefer to keep the knees bent, that can be a little bit more comfortable if you've got issues with the lower back, so you might want to keep the knees bent. Very welcome to do that. And of course, if you prefer, you could do this relaxation sitting in a chair. So we're going to work through the body, tightening and relaxing muscles first of all. So we're going to work into the legs. We're going to tighten the muscles in the legs. So maybe push through the feet, push the feet into the floor if your knees are bent, or you could push the heels away from you, tightening up through the backs of the legs if your legs are straight. Just holding those legs for a moment and then allowing them to relax next time you breathe out. You're going to squeeze the buttock muscles together, hold them tight, and then softening and letting go. Maybe just gently drawing the pelvic floor muscles, drawing the tummy muscles in, holding those muscles tight and softening. And then we're going to lengthen the arms, stretch the arms out wide, maybe stretch through the hands, maybe just turn the arms one way, turn them the other. And then letting the hands rest. So if you're lying on your back, just having the arms a little distance away from the body, with the backs of the hands resting on the floor for now. Checking the back of the neck is comfortable and long. And if it's okay for your neck, slowly turning the head one way, coming back to the center, turning the head the other way, and coming back to the center. And then we'll pause and we'll breathe. Just taking a moment, make sure that feels comfortable. Then maybe tightening the face, screwing up the jaw, screwing up the eyes, making a really tight face. And then softening and maybe opening the mouth and having a bit of a yawn. Or perhaps just moving the jaw from side to side, just releasing any tightness in the jaw, raising the eyebrows and letting go. And allowing yourself now to rest in a comfortable position. If you're sitting in a chair, allow yourself to rest back into the chair, to feel yourself able to really let go. If you're resting on the floor, just feeling the earth beneath you, letting all tension melt away down into the earth beneath you. And we're going to bring the awareness to the breath, if that's okay with you. Noticing as you breathe in and noticing as you breathe out. And you might find once you start paying attention to the breath slows down a little bit. Just allowing that to happen, keeping it really comfortable, really relaxing. I'm going to bring the awareness into the feet. And as you breathe in, very gently, allow the legs to turn towards each other a little bit. And as you breathe out, allow the legs to relax away from each other. So if your knees are bent, as you breathe in, gently bringing the knees to touch. And as you breathe out, letting the knees move apart a little bit. And if you've got your legs straight, just gently turning the toes a tiny bit towards each other as you breathe in. You rotate those legs inwards. And then as you breathe out, let the legs relax and let the feet open out to the sides a little bit. So if you're doing that with straight legs, there's no need for the feet to touch. Just gently turning them towards each other a little bit and then letting them open out. So breathing in, we slowly rotate the legs to face towards each other. Breathing out, we let them relax and soften. Breathing in slowly, turning the legs inwards a little. And breathing out, we gently let them relax. And just carrying on like that, allowing the movement to be quite small and to be as slow as your breath. Gently moving on the in-breath, moving as you breathe out. Really peaceful, allowing that peace of the breath to flow upwards from the feet all the way up to the crown of the head as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, the body relaxes from the crown of the head down through the body into the feet. Breathing in, gently relaxing from the feet up towards the crown of the head. Breathing out, relaxing from the crown of the head down into the feet. So there's a beautiful wave of peace flowing up through the body from the feet to the head as you breathe in. And from the head to the feet as you breathe out. And maybe just notice how that feels in your lower back. So we're working with the autonomic nervous system here. We're working into relaxing the body by focusing very much, first of all, on the lower back and on the pelvis. And this movement of the legs really massages the lower back. So then gently allowing the feet to relax into a comfortable position and just letting them be still now. If your knees are bent and you're lying on the back, allow the knees to gently touch each other. If you're on the back with the legs straight, allow the feet to fall open as much as is comfortable for you. And if you're sitting in a chair, just allow the legs to be in a really comfortable position for you. And you might notice that that feeling of that wave of peace flowing up through the body is still carrying on while the legs are still. So we're going to bring the awareness now higher up the body into the chest and the upper back and the shoulders. So maybe letting the hands rest. If you're sitting, the arms can be by your sides, and if you're on your back, allow the backs of the hands to be on the floor near your hips. And when you're on the floor, when you're resting on your back, we're just going to turn the palms over. I'll do that higher. Turn the palms over so the palms face the floor, and then we're going to roll over so the little finger could stay on the floor. You're just rotating one way and rotating the other. And if we're doing that sitting up, we'll just do it, turning the palms one way, turning the palms the other. And we're going to work with the breath. And what we're going to do this time is, as we bring the arms to rotate towards the body, as the palms face down, we're going to breathe out. And as the palms rotate to face upwards, we're going to breathe in. So breathing out, the arms rotate inwards, the palms face down. And breathing in, we're going to open, palms face upwards. So breathing out, allowing that peace to flow through the body as the palms turn downwards, arms rotate in. Breathing in, opening the chest as the palms rotate upwards. And just carry on with that movement if that's comfortable for you. You can make it much smaller if you want to. Just rotating the palms a little bit. Otherwise, just working with that beautiful breath. And maybe feel that peace filling the chest as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, allowing yourself to relax and let go. Breathing in, peace fills the chest. Breathing out, relaxing and letting go. And then very gently allow the arms to rest. So if you're on your back, you might like to have the backs of the hands on the floor away from the body, or you might like to rest the hands on the tummy if that feels better. And if you're sitting, perhaps just let the palms rest on the legs, palms up or down, whichever works best for you. Just noticing the breath, noticing how it feels in the body. So we were working very much there with the upper back and shoulders and chest. And we've got one more movement to do. And we're going to work with the neck. So keep this really comfortable. Make this movement as small as feels okay for you. Make it bigger if that feels fine. So we're going to breathe in and turn the head to the side. Breathing out, the head comes back to the center. Breathing in, turning the head the other way. And breathing out, the head comes back to the center. And just carrying on like that, noticing how it feels. And again, we're really working into the nervous system of the body here, really helping the body to relax very deeply. If you're interested in anatomy, we're working with the vagus nerve, just gently stimulating that nerve to relax the body. And this can be a very powerful technique to work with when your mind is very, very busy, because you're giving it things to notice, you're giving your mind things to do. Breathing in, gently turning the head one way. Breathing out to the center. Breathing in, gently turning the head the other way. Breathing out to the center. Just carrying on like that, a few more breaths as you feel that peace flow into the throat, into the neck, all the way up through the mind. So we're starting to allow that peace to fill the mind, allowing it to gently slow down the thoughts. Just working with that calming breath. And then gently bringing the head back to the center. Just check it's comfortable in a really central position. And we'll pause and we'll breathe. Just for a few moments or two now. And allow that breath to flow through you. If you find your mind still needs a job, you could bring it to the breath. And you could repeat to yourself, I breathe in peace. Breathing out, I let go. I breathe in peace. Breathing out, I let go. Just for a few moments. And then very gently we allow the breath to deepen. Drawing a bit more awareness into the body and into the mind. And perhaps affirming to yourself, I am filled with peace. I am filled with peace. And then we allow the breath to deepen once more. And perhaps imagine radiant sunlight beginning to bathe the crown of the head, reawakening the crown. Sunlight filling the forehead, filling the eyes. Beautiful light, reawakening, refreshing you. Sunlight bathing your face, giving you a sense of well-being, sense of energy and vitality as you allow that light to fill the jawbone, to fill the back of the head. A gentle light reawakening and refreshing the throat and the neck, bringing balance and peace. A gentle light flowing through the shoulders, filling the shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands and fingers. Beautiful light flowing through the spine from the neck down to the tailbone, reawakening you, bringing strength into your bones and your muscles, bringing balance into the nerves, bringing a sense of ease in your spine where it's needed. Gently allowing that light to fill the chest, to fill the heart and the lungs with vitality and health. Beautiful light flowing into the abdomen, reawakening the organs. Allowing light to flow into the pelvis, bringing strength into that pelvis that supports you as you need it. And then allowing that light to fill the legs, the hips, thighs, knees, shins, ankles, feet and toes. Just pausing for a moment and breathing, and then gently acknowledging how it feels in your body after this relaxation. There's no right answers. Just notice how it feels without judgment. Taking a moment to notice your thoughts and your emotions and just gently acknowledging them. Just being with those thoughts and emotions. And then gently knowing that thoughts and emotions come and go. How it feels in your body will change. But at the center of your being, just behind your heart center, behind the breastbone, there is light and wholeness and peace. And that is always there. Whatever else is going on at the surface, deep within you, there is light, wholeness and peace. So when you're ready, it's time to move your fingers and toes and your wrists and your ankles. You might want to stretch the arms up above the head. If you're lying on your back, you might want to bend the knees, maybe hug them in towards the chest. If you're sitting in a chair, you might like to just gently relax forward just to stretch out the inner back. And then bringing yourself back up to a seated position if you're sitting. If you're on your back, gently rolling onto one side and then pushing yourself up into a seated position. And we'll finish with a very beautiful mudra, the Anjali mudra, this mudra of balance and peace and wholeness. So we join the palms together, we let the lengths of the fingers touch, and we let the thumbs just rest against the breastbone. So in yoga, we talk about there being a heart center, a little center of energy and light, sitting just behind the breastbone, filled with light, filled with wholeness, filled with peace. Perhaps just gently affirming to yourself once more, I am filled with peace. I am filled with peace. And then a little bow, just honoring that light and that peace within you, honoring this practice of yoga. Thank you for joining me.